Hey everyone, we are out and it is the evening time in my local area. I'm heading into those woods just behind me and we are on a mission. We're going to try and find a tree creeper today. Not seen a tree creeper before, want to see my first one. They're not relatively a rare bird by any chance of the mean. However, they are quite small and they're brown, and as the name suggests, they creep up the side of trees. The UK only has one tree creeper species, and that's Eurasian tree creeper. So we're going to try and find them. It is quite a small wooded area. I'll go into the farmland as well at some point just to see if we get anything cool there. Owls, of course, would be awesome, but we're just going to see what we can see. It's been quite noisy. I can definitely hear some jays in here, absolute racket. There's a few other things I can hear as well. I've seen a red kite dart off, not managed to get it for a photo, but I'm hoping it's landed somewhere in the forest because that'd be absolutely incredible and a great start. But as you can see, it's looking a bit overgrown as we're coming to the end of summer into autumn now. But the trees have started shedding, as you can see. It's starting to come down everywhere. And that should hopefully present itself with some open spaces and hopefully allow the light to come through and get some good shots. I can hear something down there now, so I'm going to put Merlin on, see what we can see if we can see the tree creeper. Right, so Merlin suggests there is a tree creeper in the local area. You can hear it and it's picking it up, which is fine. However, trying to find something brown on here isn't always ideal. Also picked up a which would be epic to see, by the way. I'm not sure if that's just Merlin doing his own thing, but it's a great app regardless. But I did manage to see the jays. Tricky as ever to take photos of. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed hearing incredible birds. So lively. A lot of people mistake them and say, oh, we've got blue jays in the UK, we haven't got blue jays, it's just Eurasian jays. But regardless, gorgeous birds. We're gonna just keep on looking up around here, so you can still hear the noise. You can see, come literally look up in the trees and see if I can see them. That's the mission anyway. Some lovely shots of blue tits, great birds. Still no sign of seeing the tree creeper anyway. Gold crest has been absolutely teasing me. Keeps on darting around, and just as it finally settles, camera starts focusing, boom, gone. So frustrating, but yeah, no. It's a bit slow. It's gone a bit quiet all of a sudden in here. I don't know, the red kite's going back over the top. That tends to make things a little bit quieter. Makes things panic. So we come out of the wooded area just a little bit. Gonna head out to the farmer's field just behind. See what we can see there. Randomly enough the other day, had a heron flying across, which is pretty cool. Wouldn't mind that again. That'd be a nice shot to get. But hedgerows, also a great spot for birds. Might get a good shot on some robins. Bullfinch, of course, would be incredible, but also farmland's a great place for owls. Don't think it's a good day for owls, if I'm honest. First of all, there's no long grass, so there's nothing essentially for it to hunt at the moment. Also, a little bit windy, and with the wind, it's not great with the owl's feathers. They want to be as silent as possible, and they just want to be able to hear. So with the wind and a bit of rustling and that noise, really makes it a bit more difficult for them. So it might be a case we don't see anything, but got a nice crow up here anyway. Well, there's a nice crows on top of the trees. Crows just in general, I think corvids just underrated. And that's the whole, you know, a lot of corvids, whether it be jays, magpies, crows, ravens, all severely underrated in my opinion. Very, very smart birds. And there goes a jay again, it's flown across. It's like it wants to stay with me the entire time. Do love a jay. So some things you should know about jays. First of all, as a bird, they're very smart. Corvids just in general are quite smart. They can imitate sounds, which is pretty cool in my book. I've not actually heard it do that before. Would like to see that, that'd be pretty cool. But notoriously, like squirrels, they hide food. And like squirrels, they forget where they've hidden things a few times. So they're actually quite important for spreading seeds about. So jays, not only underrated, they're also very underrated for biodiversity. And basically helping create new trees elsewhere. So yeah, we should definitely keep on looking after our jays anyway. That was nice seeing some magpies as well. Another underrated bird. Maybe it's the Corvidae episode. Maybe that's what we're doing today. Let's not find the Treecreeper, let's find different corvids. If you get a raven, that's what's going to happen. But no, but all seriousness, Treecreeper is definitely still on the menu. I'm just having a look through the farmer's field, so as you can see, there's quite a few. Hoping those clouds don't affect me anyway. But the noise is starting to come back, which is important. And I can hear a robin in the background. Robin's a very distinct noise. And as you might have seen from a video I shot a part of recently, we've got quite a few of them at the moment, purely because they have migrated from Scandinavia and Russia and like to come here for winter, which is a good thing, right? But because they're from areas that are like a little bit less populated, they are a bit more skittish and a bit fluffier. But we all love robins, and there's a reason why they're on Christmas cards, it's because they're absolutely class. But yeah, nice little walk. Not a huge amount of species about, but we'll see if we can pick that up. Well, the gull, I'm not too sure on what gull it was. Not too good up on gulls, something I need to learn a bit more about, I'll be completely honest. And I think that's because quite a lot of gulls look quite similar, and it could be the slight differences that make it a different species. So that's what I need to do some homework on. That's what I will do homework on. But seeing the little wagtails, I do love a wagtail. Obviously it's clear where they get their name, just that little wiggle, but incredible birds, it's so lovely. And to see quite a few of them together, that's quite nice. Usually when I see them, it's like one or two, but to have like 5 or 6 together in a field, it's quite nice. I think the farmer's laid some seed ready for this winter, just because there's quite a few birds in it at quite a distance. So down here we've got a lot of carrion crow, probably about 30 down there, and obviously a lot of gulls. So yeah, not too many different species, but lovely nonetheless. So super quiet. Not sure if it's the wind or whatever it is. I was hoping it'd be busier than this, but Operation Treecreeper is not done. As you can see behind me, wooded area is just there. We're going back in. I'm going to go back to the last location where we could hear it. I was hoping I'm just going to spend some time there, see if I can get the Treecreeper. I'd love to get one. Yeah, fingers crossed. Merlin bird's picked up again. It's picked up again. As you can see, it's light started to come down So this is our chance now, this is our chance. And just like that, we have our Treecreeper. Do you know what? They are so hard to spot. It's just so tiny, like literally top of the tree, and you see it starting a lot up here. It's very strange size of squirrel, just completely thrown me off track there. But it's just, they're just so little. They're so hard to see. I've no idea how I've seen it. My eye just caught a little bit of movement, and that was it. I was locked on. Yeah. So success, great success. Hopefully that squirrel was cheering for me. Yeah, really happy, really happy. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching along if you are still here. Really do appreciate it. Rather than going away, check out one of the other videos. I'm sure there's plenty there for you to find. Anyway, subscribe if you're new. Catch you next time.